Greetings everyone, my name is Atterville, and I welcome you all to my blind live let's play of Mega Man Overpowered, a Mega Man classic fan game developed by Mario Obsessed and released in 2017. This is an interesting Mega Man classic fan game which I learned about just about a year ago, and I've been meaning to let's play it for quite a while. And as this is a blind let's play, I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I make. So without further ado, let's begin. So let's pick our first World Master. We have Battleman, Cashman, Superman, Chanceman, Pipe Man, Dash Man, Kung Fu Man, and Scorpion Man. A more esoteric set of World Masters. Cashman, got it. I don't plan on pressing Q. No controller support for this one, so I'm back to using the keyboard. This was built using the Mega Engine made by Wrecking Programs. Jump, shoot, slide, and a Mega Man 6 charge shot. We start with the Mega Buster, Rush Coil, and Rush Jet. And we also have quick weapon swapping as well. From what I've heard, this fan game isn't too difficult, but who knows. Easy first D-Tank. Sadly, I should have taken the upper route there. Also, what is this background? Do you get the impression that this fits with Cashman's stage? Where are all the cash registers? Or a bank? Ah yes, Q is a hard reset. Watch as I inevitably press it somewhere in the playthrough. First new enemy of the game. Top solid platforms. Wish we had these in Mega Man Maker. As well as stoppers for those. Okay, it's water. For a moment there I thought this was Deadly Moss. Now the best placement of the Colton. I believe I'll be able to finish this fan game in this stream. There's only 8 World Masters and 1 set of Fortress levels. Oh, it's money. I thought it was moss at first. That was a rather short level. And there's Cashman. Well, that was easy. At least he used a second set of attacks. So let's see what weapon we get from him. Dollar Slice. I like to think this is Mega Man's younger brother or something. Especially with his cool shades. Who should I go after next? Battleman it is. He kinda reminds me of another character. Mercury's team? I think the stage takes place in a prison. Or is it a gladiatorial arena? Could be either by this point. Could also be Proto Man, now that I think about it, but he's also dressing up as Mega Man. What's with this game and easy to get E-tanks? Not that I'm complaining. If this enemy was better sprited, I wouldn't mind it too much. It's a regular kind of enemy that fires fireballs forwards at regular intervals. Death blocks. Or dead boxes. I'll call them the latter. I don't dare touch them. Rats, I should have held left there. Oh, they're literally Coltons? Now that I think about it, they are essentially Coltons who fire bigger projectiles, as they only refire when their shot disappears. Let's try the dollar slice. So essentially the tomahawk axe. That was my bad. I should have just used the rush jet there. I guess I was really close to the end. At least it's a bit stronger than the Mega Buster. Let's see if I can get it this time. I probably need a speed up weapon though. Nope, I can get it in one go. Sandy was another M-tank, so didn't really affect me that much. The tile sets are rather plain, both the background and foreground. We could have at least had some clouds. Time to rush it over this challenge. There could have been an enemy here. Okay, there it is. Bye then. I like to think this is not actually Mega Man, but Mega Man's little brother, or a robotic fan of Mega Man. Let's see Battleman's fighting style. That was easy. Also, I forgot to mention, the life bars have been changed up graphically as well. Personally, I prefer the original life bars. And by defeating Battleman, I get the MACE shots. Who should I go after next now? Kung Fu Man, got it. True, Dole. I don't know where most of these stages are taking place at. At the very least, this stage actually has dark clouds, being represented by these dark ovals. Hey, it's the little things that count, especially considering this game. Let's try out the MACE spikes. So a front-firing weapon, more damaging than the Mega Buster. I can charge it up as well, and it fires a giant mace ball. It only costs 1 energy to use, by the way, both the regular shots and the charge shots. Oh, never mind. The regular shots take half ammo, but the full charge shot takes 1 ammo. If I'm careful with my shots, I can destroy most enemies with 1 hit. Most weak enemies, that is. Can't reach it sadly, I need a downwards firing weapon. Like this. I forgot this fired slightly downwards first. I know, I'm being more generous with the sprite artist skill. I know, Buster. To be quite honest, I can't draw well either. If you were to see my sprite art, it probably looks similar to this, but overall pretty terrible. At least we have a unique gimmick now. The blocks falling from the ceiling, which we can then use as platforms. Probably only going to be used once or twice in this level. Bye, music. Why does it fade out? This is the Mega Engine. It perfectly has the capabilities to loop all the music. See, I wouldn't mind this game if only the sprite art was bad. I'm forgiving of that. But currently this game feels rather uninspired, and not really going anywhere. I think this is supposed to be a dojo doll. This fountain's acting like a nice shield for me, sometimes. The first boss was actually posing a challenge to me. Somewhat of a challenge because I got hit by him repeatedly. I say that this screen is the best sprite screen of the entire level. Welcome to the stream, Reband. I don't recognize you, so I believe you're a new viewer, so glad you can make it to the stream. So by defeating Kung Fu Man, I get the Karate Tornado. Who should I go after next? Dash Man, got it. I'm not sure if I'll ever cover Mega Man. Oh, Lenny, I see. Also, the music volumes are not normalized. This is much louder than the previous 3 musical tracks. Let's see how this works. The karate something. Whoa. So essentially the charged version of the Storm Tornado, but it never despawns? I accidentally confused the background element as being a foreground element. It should be a bit darker. Well, we always get 1 extra life at the start, so not too bad. Yeah, I already have that written down. I'll be saving that for April Fools. And I'll probably get copyright claimed as well due to all the licensed music it uses. This may take a few attempts. And I'm thankful that the stage is actually posing some level of challenge. Well, I didn't realize it could crush me against the ceiling. I think I'll just use Rush Jet next time. I get plenty of energy for the Rush Jet. Just like how it is in the base Mega Engine, for that matter. This is currently my favorite level of the entire game. It's actually doing something with its gimmicks, which match the stage's teams. This is a stage focusing on speed, so of course all the gimmicks should be faster, and force you to think on your feet. Zero? What are you doing here? Well, you were a cakewalk. And this game actually swaps the music in between the levels. Seriously, this game has it before even Mega Man Maker does? This sounds like a song from the Master System or Genesis. This is one of the weakest iterations of Zero I've seen in any fan game. There's Dashman. Let's see what his attacks are. Dashing forwards and creating an electric shock attack. How do you dodge this? When he meets up with him again, that's how he dissipates it. The next boss where I almost died. As I said, this is currently my favorite stage of the entire game. It actually does something with its gimmicks and challenges. Who should I go after next now? By defeating him, I get the fast shield. I didn't get the impression that he's a shield-based Roadmaster. Chance Man. That looks like a... I was gonna say a trash version of Zero, or a discount version. A bootleg version of Zero, that's what I was saying. That's the word I was looking for. Kirby music. I recognize this team, but I don't know which Kirby stage it comes from. I know it comes from Kirby's Adventure, but not which stage in particular. Tree and Tree. New Navigator? Yeah, I saw it. Wow, these conveyor belts are super strong. Should have been introduced in a safer environment though. Not right next to spikes. 4 stages. That's why it sounded familiar. Let's try this out. Wow, the karate throw is actually pretty weak. Let's try out the fast shield. Doesn't seem that useful. Not as hopeful as I hoped, at least. Purple goo water. Also ice physics outside. Hang on a minute, do the E-tanks respawn? It looks like it. Castle Lolo from Dreamland. Gotcha. This is how fast the conveyor belts are. This challenge seems backwards, as you can easily bypass it. That's a glitch with the engine, by the way. For some reason, the Shadowman platform has become invisible, but its hitbox still exists. In terms of aesthetics, this stage is probably my favorite. Wish it wasn't really that blank, though. Wasn't actually a death pit either. No idea. This game is actually rather generous with its M-tanks. And checkpoint placement, at the very least, is on the good side. There are only 2 checkpoints in every stage, but every stage is rather short and not too difficult. So that's what's up there. Easy way to get that. We even have split pathways, I think. What? Was there actually a spike down there? All these extra life pickups respawn. That makes the game even easier. It seems all the pickups respawn in this game. Someone forgot to toggle a flag. Is this the right way to go? I'll take the lower left route first. It doesn't feel like an acid trip yet. It just feels like I'm playing a bootleg version of Mega Man, made using an actual Mega Man Classic engine. Nope, I can't actually go to the left, I have to go to the right. How aggressive are these big eyes? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there is an extra spike down there. It got overlaid with the solid tile there. An observation I have with this game so far, most of these are the base enemies you get in Mega Engine. Oh no, this is gonna be the hardest part of the stage, as I don't have a spike guard. Fast shield? Nope, it doesn't. Oh yeah, you're right, I can just... No? Maybe? Because I can line myself up with the ladders. Thank you for the observation, Lenny. You saved me from a lot more deaths. Because of how short this game is, I'll probably leave in most of the deaths. Perhaps, we'll see. So he attacks based off our roulette. But we can see what attack he's gonna do next based off that upper screen. Easy. Even easier than the first boss I faced. Sure, he's invincible when the roulette's happening, but most of his attacks he can do can't really reach you. And by defeating him I get the dice throw. Who should I go after next now? The roulette machine in Dr. Wily's final attack is much better. Pipe Man. I'm just tearing through all the Roadmasters. This may in fact become a one-part Let's Play, but we'll have to see. Aqua Lake's team from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Game Gear and Master System. Hello again, Zero. He takes 4 damage from the fully charged Buster. He shouldn't be that weak. I guess this is sand. This stage takes place on a beach. Not the best screen transition there. For some reason, this big eye wasn't as aggressive. The big eyes in the base engine deal a truckload of damage per hit, it seems. It just took off more than a third of my health. and these clouds in the background look a lot more like clouds than the other stage. Mario Obsessed at least went to the effort to have a scrolling background. Up we go. Those spikes stick out like a sore thumb. Why aren't they tiled from the back? It does look nice. Double spikes, by the way. So far, currently my favorite stage in terms of aesthetics. Dashman stage is, although my favorite stage of this entire game. Not by much though. Here's Pipe Man. His hitbox is huge, actually. Twice the size of a normal Roadmaster. And he falls rather easily like most other Roadmasters. True, he looks more like Pillman, and this stage looked more like a beach stage. What does it have to even do with piping? Now, if we went into a filtration plant, it'd make more sense. By defeating him, I get the laser pipe. Superman it is. Then I'll end off with Scorpion Man. True, but I wish I had horizontal boss doors. Let me try my new weapons. I forgot to try them out. THROH just fires downwards. So kind of like the inverse of the Dollar Shaver. Laser pipe. Insert comment here. I know this is based off of the Pharaoh shot, but I have nothing more to say about that. No comment what happened there, I got distracted by the background. What was even happening there? It seems like part of the background is a bit corrupted or something. I do like the different background layers scrolling at different speeds though. Parallax scrolling and all that. Oh good, an actual time to use the dice throw. Wish it was stronger though. Then again, it doesn't use that much weapon energy, so fair enough. Probably should have not started out with the rush jet like this, as it allows me to circumvent many of the tougher challenges this game poses at me. The only exception is Dashman's stage, but that's because of the tight corridors there. Seriously? Should have been better telegraphing for that. This background is rather distracting. It doesn't contrast enough with the ladders in the foreground. And this stage actually has more than 2 checkpoints, good. You know what, I'm just using rush jet here. Would have put a big eye or something here, unless it's a checkpoint room. What's with this blue-lined background here? What is that supposed to represent, anyways? Indeed, though, along with many other things this game fails at the very least this game isn't too difficult. Even all the jerk moves is pulled off. No comment about Rush there. As I was saying, even the more jerkish things this game pulled off aren't too bad, as they're circumvented with the really easy to farm lives, plus the generous checkpoints. Let's see what Superman has in store for us. I get the feeling this is supposed to represent Metropolis. I have nothing to comment about most bosses as they fall rather easily, and their patterns are very self-explanatory. True that though, at the very least, this fan game was completed, and Mario Obsessed went on to complete 3 more fan games if I recall correctly, which I will also cover on this channel. Something else important I want to mention here is that this game does not support saving. So if you exit the game and restart, you start from the very beginning. Oh hey, Labyrinth Zone's team from Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for the Master System and Game Gear. I love this team, especially several of its remixes. Y+9? I thought it was Y+1. Quote-unquote finished. Most fan games can't say that either. From what I've heard, pressing Q starts you back at the very start of the game. It's essentially a game reset button, so you lose all your progress by doing it. That really should be the escape button. This game also really needed more custom enemies. I don't mind the respirated cannons. I know they function about the same way as the Coltons do, but the projectiles are bigger. And more gimmicks than just the death boxes, please. I did somewhat like the faster moving platforms in Dashman's level, for example, but most of the stages have dried up in terms of gimmicks. Here's W. Brett. So, essentially like the Windstorm, but it has a bigger hitbox. It feels like half the stages had a lot more effort put into them. A lot more relative to this game's standards, that is. This section would be more interesting if we had the moles from Mega Man and Base. Should have done a slide jump. Thank you, Buster. I was probably right next to the next checkpoint. Are you gonna dig into the ground, Scorpion Man? Why have you turned into a spider? Oh, he actually has multiple phases too. That's neat. Okay, there you are. For a moment there I thought I got soft-locked, or even hard-locked. Apparently I fell too fast. I don't, Buster. I just find it entertaining to try finding meaning out of these crazy things, trying to justify them. And by defeating Scorpion Man, I get the Nipper Chain? What?